Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing another Halloweeny design celebrating National Black Cats Appreciation Day. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So National Black Cat Appreciation Day, you guys, is actually the 17th. I was not feeling that great, and Dexter, as you know, who is my black cat, was laying on me. Must have felt something, so I was like, cannot move. Sorry, I'm doing this tomorrow. So I have some cat claws here. As you know, I try to pick a holiday out of each month and turn it Halloweeny. So, of course, I'm going to pick this holiday as one of my holidays for the year. And why not make it Halloweeny by making it really look like cat claws? So I have this Novo Ovo tips. These are the short cat claw ones. I saw these stickers that Sandra had on her video, and I thought she just had them, but apparently they come in the case, and it makes sense because they have these numbers here, but it's not that easy to see. So they give you the stickers to put on to the backings. They should just do that already. But anyway, so I'm going to be using this set. These are dual forms, and as you know, or may not know, dual forms are my arch nemesis. So we're going to see how this works. So I'm going to start off by applying some Gelish products. I have cleaned and prepped my nails. I just need to put some of this pH bond dehydrator. And then I also have the pH acid-free primer. So I'm just doing this to make sure that these claws stay on for a while. I think I'm going to leave them on. I normally try to just take them off right away, but for my other videos, but I'm just, I am going to love these because I am the mama of Dexter, and I would love to have kitty claws like he does, although I trim his, so my nails are going to be a lot pointier than his, so I don't think if he would be appreciative of that, considering cats need their claws to hunt and stuff, but, he gets his food served 3 times a day, so he doesn't need no hunting nails. Anyway, so let's talk about Black Cat Appreciation Day. This holiday on August 17th, mind you, this is post-dated because I was not feeling well yesterday. It was nothing bad. I was just really tired. But it's to dispel any myths that are thought about to be bad about black cats. And it's a real thing because, unfortunately, black cats do get the shorter end of the stick when it comes to adoption, when it comes to treatment, and when you see them, when they're strays. So we're going to talk about some of the myths that you think can apply to black cats and that are not true, because if there was any cat that kind of dispels any of this, would be Dexter, because I swear he acts like a dog. He had to have been a dog in his previous life, but no, he is just another black cat. But anyway, so I am using my Gelish Polygel. If you have not seen me unbox this in my live, I did use Born Pretty. All those polygels I've kept are good. However, Gelish Polygel is the best because the consistency of it is firm enough. It's pliable, but it's firm enough for dual forms. I'm not a fan of dual forms at all. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't do this kitty claw justice because I just don't fare well with dual forms. But it ultimately worked out very well, and I don't think it would have if I used anything else other than Gelish. So you know I like my fun facts. So, fun fact. Black cats get their characteristic dark fur color from a dominant gene called melanism, which leads to an overproduction of the pigment melanin in their fur. This gene, specifically the one responsible for producing eumelanin black pigment, is dominant in cats, meaning a cat only needs one copy of the gene from either parent to express black fur. While the black fur gene is dominant, other genes like those for tabby patterns, also known as a gouty gene, can be present and influence the overall appearance. If a cat inherits the recessive non-agouti gene, it will appear as a solid black cat, whereas a cat with a dominant agouti gene will show a tabby pattern, even if the base color is black. So I'm not sure. I probably should do one of those 23andMe things for pets. I forget what they're called, but it's mad expensive. Dexter is a domestic short hair. The shelter said that he's a mix of Siamese and Burmese, Siamese and Bombay. But for that to even happen, and he was like somewhere in Newark, wasn't some breeder or anything. So he may have, like, his face structure looks like a Siamese to me, and obviously he's black, so Bombay makes sense. But if you see him in the light, he has like a tabby pattern, so he definitely has a gouty gene, a dominant gouty gene. So he's not a basic black, but at the same time, his base color is not black either, which makes me believe that, yeah, maybe he has more Siamese. Again, I really need to test him out one of these days. But his base, if I took a strand of fur from him, his root is white. So I don't know what the heck happened there. But anyway, so that is that about cats, black cats. So black cats are often associated with superstitions, particularly those involving bad luck, stemming from ancient beliefs that they are harbingers of misfortune or even connected to witches and the devil. However, these are just superstitions, and many cultures actually view black cats as symbols of good luck or prosperity. So here are some of these superstitions. In European folklore, black cats crossing one's path, particularly in moonlight, were seen as signs of death by epidemic or other misfortunes. In witchcraftery, I made that up. In the Middle Ages, black cats were linked to witchcraft, with some believing that they were witches in disguise, their familiars, or even the devil. Bad omens is the association with witchcraft and the devil led to the belief that black cats were generally bad omens, and many avoid them. In Italian superstition, some believe that if a black cat sat on a sick person's bed, it was a sign of impending death. Now, on the other side of it, there's beliefs that black cats are associated with good luck. In ancient Egypt, black cats were revered and associated with the cat goddess Bastet. And that is what Dexter is, which is why I worship the ground he walks on, basically. In Scotland, black cats appearing at the doorway were considered good luck. In England, Ireland, and Asia, in some of these regions, a black cat crossing your path is believed to bring good luck. In Japan, black cats are seen as a symbol of good luck and prosperity. And to British sailors, black cats on ships were believed to bring safe passage and ensure the sailor's return. So anyone with a boat, get yourself a black cat, but you make sure that nothing happens to that black cat. I would love to take Dexter on a boat, but I would rather die than see him accidentally drown because my stupidness told told myself to take him on water. He's fine with water, but I've seen Titanic and that is not happening. Now here's some reasons why we have Black Cat Appreciation Day. So other than this day of dispelling myths about black cats being associated with bad luck, witchcraft, occult in various cultures, and a negative perception by the look and mannerisms of a black cat, it's also to honor a loss. So apparently, some owners, Wayne Morse's sister, and her beloved cat Sinbad, who were deeply loved and sadly passed away in the same year. So that, I guess, they established this holiday for that, which is crazy. Interesting. Shelter awareness, because it also reminds people of the challenges that black cats face in shelters due to these superstitions. Although they reported that black cats are just as adopted as any other looking cat, there are still some superstitions on cats. And listen, I hear it all the time as a black cat owner, and I'm not dead yet. I mean, I don't know. I've always been bad luck my whole life, I feel. So maybe it's me, but I don't think having a black cat has done anything but fill my home with joy. Dexter definitely pulls me out of the darkest spots. So debunking that myth. And then also obviously celebrating cats. It's the day to encourage people to appreciate black cats for their beauty. I mean, I will admit they are very, very hard to film in video and in photographs. And he is the cutest in real life, in person. Everybody falls in love with Dexter. He looks such a I don't know. And even my husband says that he's a very handsome cat, and he's seen some cats, like he's the cat guru, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take it. He is a handsome cat, but I cannot for the life of me take a good photo because he's either just too dark and the lighting isn't great, or when the lighting is great, the light hits his hair and it's showing off brown then black. It's all a mess. But it does encourage that there is beauty in black cats for their beauty, sleek fur, there's striking eyes. Dexter has like the best marbly eyes ever. And then of course his personality. All cats have that affectionate personality. It's all about upbringing and environment, and I had made it a point to make him the most fun, outgoing, and loving cat. Although I wish he could be more. But I'm more like a smothering mother now. So he's just like, all right, enough already. But anyway, in some cultures, black cats are actually considered symbols of good luck, prosperity, protection, highlighting diverse perspectives on these animals. Yeah, so this holiday, reinsures this positive association with black cats. And then, of course, so if you are looking to rescue or adopt a cat, I of course would highly recommend a black cat. They are the best, and I cannot believe it's been 12 years with my guy, and I would not take anything back. I mean, there's good days, bad days, mostly good days, but it's like a child. It's always gonna, you always have to be on top of your stuff daily, take care of him daily. He is the fittest out of this family here right now. He's perfect weight, perfect teeth, perfect everything. Meanwhile, me over here, I'm working on it, but yeah, he's golden, and I make it a point to spend that time and effort and money and patience, because he is the most innocent thing ever, and I'm sure all of your pets are, and it's, so you all know what I'm talking about. Oh, anyway, so I thought it'd be nice to do these cat claws. Look at them. And I showed it to him. He's like, yeah, whatever. I think he's a little bummed because I trim his. You know, I don't allow him to have sharp claws like these because he doesn't know how to act with them. I'm not going to be stabbing anyone's eye out. Like, when we play, like, I'll, rough and tumble with him, but he'll, he uses his paws. He knows not to, like, use the claws, but sometimes pets can't help it. It's just out there. So before I start trimming them, like, yeah, this can't happen because we're having fun, but you've got some claws there. So I do trim them. But these ones here are full and sharp. I had to actually layer up on these jellies, base coat, top coat, to make sure that I didn't poke anybody's eye out by accident after I have this set on. So I did put a number of coats of the jelly gels on here. I thought about, in my live I did the like pure black, no transparency to it whatsoever, and I thought that was nice. But you know what, when you look at Dexter's claws, they're actually that clear ring finger color, and then there's the veins in there, so you can see a little bit of pink. There's some parts that there's like a streak of black in there. I don't know what that's from, but they weren't black, so I was like, you know what, let's not do that. Let's do an in-between, because I do want to make this Halloween-y. So I am using my jelly black, and then here I have this carry away, maybe that's the name of the color, I forget. Rewind if you need to know, but it comes off a little transparent, so I'm using that. I'm going to baby boomer this, and I wanted to do that in my live. I think I did that for one of the when I was trying one of them, because it kind of, baby boomers just remind me of the color of the nails. So I'm just ombreing this in and putting a couple of, like I said, a couple of layers. I felt like it needed to be a little darker. I didn't expect the jelly to be way too jelly, actually. The black, I thought it would have been a little darker than that, but it's not. So we're going full on jelly here. And I'm not hating it at all, really. But after we do this, I'm going to put on some base coat, because I wasn't exactly sure what the design was going to be. I wanted to leave it just as is, but and maybe matte it. But then I was like, well, what's the Halloween-y aspect of it other than it being crazy cat claws? So I have these, and I got them on purpose, of course, because of Dexter. And I said, all right, I'm going to use these and see how they look. It's going to be a hodgepodge, but I want to use these stickers. They're hardly ever going to be used, because I just got them to save them, if that makes any sense. Weren't you like a sticker collector as a kid? I was. But anyway, and there's some of these stickers on here that are so super ultra cute. And I know I have the dark nails, but you can still kind of see it, so I'm just going to stick with it. I was thinking maybe do like a white jelly for all the nails, but then it was like, no, because I really like the black. It was really tough, but we're just going to stick with these stickers, and because it's jelly, you will be able to see some of it. So hopefully when I put these on in video and in photo, you'll be able to see some of these images. And right now I'm just trying to plan out like which ones I'm putting in on what finger, because I always like to plan that stuff out. And I really, these are weird shaped nails and they're not flat, so I got to figure out what shapes I'm doing. Plus I definitely wanted to use one of those plates. I have more plates of cats, but I really wanted to use the Born Pretty plate, because they had that, there's an I Love cat on there, and I'm just gonna call it like I Love Dexter. But anyway, so he's always poking around the corners with his beady little eyes. So I'm picking this image because it personifies who Dexter is. There isn't a moment in time where you're not looking somewhere and then around the corner you see these ears and eyes sticking out. So the next one, again, he's you know, especially with my laptop, you can see his ears and his eyes sometimes, so I'm picking that one. And I am going to explain all these. These selections actually have meaning. This is a burrito. I don't know if it's just a blanket, but he commandeered my expensive faux fur rug that was supposed to be under my nail desk. And he uses that for his bum or when he's laying down. And I roll him up in it just to be silly, and I call him my little burrito baby. All right, so this one here, the pumpkin is a person, and it's funny because he's on the pumpkin, and it's just it's a inside joke. We're not explaining that, but that's why I chose that one. This one, of course, I always dress him up sometimes, so he's always wearing these outfits he doesn't like to wear. And then I have this star here for a little bit of bling because he is the star. And of course I have a nail channel, but most of you just ask for Dexter anyway, and that's okay. I used to be kind of saddened about it because I thought that it was me you liked, but we all know that you're just here to see Dexter. And no, he's actually not in this video. I think he was napping. I'm not too sure. Alright, so then now the last pièce de resistance is the I love Dexter. And I did this in white because then how else are you going to see it if I put it in the black? I wanted to put in the black, really. But I'm putting on the biggest nail because I didn't know where else it would fit. But I definitely had that. Had to have this because, you know, I obviously love Dexter to death. So let that be my Halloween-y portion. That he'll be death by smothering because I just love him so much. Alright, so now I'm placing some no cleanse top coat onto each nail, and because some of these are embossed stickers, I am putting it on pretty thick to make sure I cover everything. Some of the stickers have little bubbles because of the bunching of how arched these nails are, but for the most part it came out all right. There's just the middle finger one that annoys me, but anyway, here's the end result, you guys. I put on some Nourish Cuticle Oil from Gelish. I just love this. Look how cute it is. It's like everywhere Dexter, and I finally got to use those stickers. And yes, it's kind of dark in film, but I get to look at them firsthand every day. I am going to keep these on. Hopefully no one complains about it when I do my crochet videos, but you never know. But look how cute he is. He's just so cute. He's so cute. I want you to comment below and hit that like button if you have a black kitty or want to have one. I hope at some point in your lifetime you get to, you know, have one, foster one. They're just the sweetest. I mean, they are all the sweetest, but it's very fun deciphering whether or not that's a black sweater or if it's actually your cat. So it's a, you know, and we love black, so we have black in everything over here. So we're always trying to figure out what's Dexter and what's furniture or clothing, or, you know, I would say garbage bags, but we do like the recyclable ones, so they're green. But yeah, look at that. Oh, so cute. I love him so much. So I hope you enjoyed this, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.